YouTubers, welcome to another episode of Bikini Nation's special coverage of the Arnold Classic 2022. This show has been absolutely magical, and what a treat it has been to watch it all unfold so far. Today we have witnessed history and seen the first time the new wellness division has been included in the Arnold Classic schedule. And this in itself is so exciting, but to top it off with the top 10 competitors who were selected to battle it out on stage have exceeded all expectations and shown us why wellness is one of the fastest growing divisions and becoming so popular in the bodybuilding world. In the first call-outs, we had Julia Tatara, Isabel Nunes, Angela Borges, Sunny Andrews, Yarishna Ayala, and Cassandra Gillies. This demonstrates who the judges thought stood out the most during their individual routines and nailed the wellness criteria the most. We speak about how new this division is, so by seeing these first call-outs and by seeing who will ultimately win this show will help us to better understand what the judges want to be considered the gold standard for wellness. As always, there was a bit of shuffling around of the competitors by the judges to compare them all as much as possible to work out who the front runners are and what their initial placings will be before heading into finals. From this, it appears that Angela is looking to be number one, as she held that top spot for most of the comparisons. Issa in second, third and fourth positions were looking like Julia and Sunny, and fifth and sixth spots were between Cassandra and Yarishna. In a further comparison round, the judges wanted to take a closer look at the potential top four between Angela, Issa, Sunny and Julia. And from this, it's looking like it will be exactly in that order, with Angela first, Issa second, and a battle between Sunny and Julia. Interestingly, the judges later did another comparison round to try and work out who will likely be that fifth position. With a bit of moving around, it looked like it's between Yarishna and Cassandra. But you know what, guys? Anything can happen between prejudging and finals. In the second call-outs, we had Babi Manu, Casey DeLong, Devin Canberra, and Lorena Ragusa. This was a tough one to call, and again, there was some moving around as they transitioned between their poses. But must I say, they all looked amazing. As an observation, it was interesting to see that Barbie's overall muscle mass was less when compared to other competitors. But it's still looking like she may place around that 6th or 7th position after prejudging, which is noteworthy as it provides an insight that the judges may not just be looking for size on these competitors, but also closely looking at the flow and lines of their physiques. And Barbie does have an extremely aesthetically pleasing overall package. It will be interesting to see how this one pans out. Now, taking into consideration all that we have talked through, let's speak about the competitors in that first call out in further detail. Julia came out on stage first, and boy did she kick off the wellness show right. She absolutely owned that stage. Julia is one of the taller competitors but still has a good amount of muscle mass to fill out her height. She has a crazily good level of conditioning and amazing stage presence where you can't take your eyes off her. In her front pose, her small waist and accentuated glute pop were standouts for me. Julia looked stunning, and it looks like she'll be battling it out for that 3rd or 4th spot at finals. I was not surprised whatsoever when Isabel or Issa came out because she looked absolutely incredible, and you can easily see why she is one of the best in the world. She was wearing a blue bikini, which seemed to be a bit of a trend for wellness at the Arnold, which is a change from the red bikinis at Olympia. Issa's physique looked impeccable. She is a shorter competitor, but she has really filled out her frame, looking really compact and well-rounded. I would even say that she has developed even further since Olympia last year. At this point, Issa is looking like she's in that 2nd place spot, and I just absolutely love what she's doing with her physique. Yarishna was the surprise pick of the bunch because most people really had her in their top 3 picks heading into the show, but at this point she's just outside of that. Yarishna stepped on stage, and as always she provided such a captivating level of stage presence. In comparison to the other competitors, I would say that Yarishna comes in with slightly more muscle mass, especially in that upper body. I'm interested to see how she comes out at finals and if she can hold her position, make it into that top 5, or even move up. Angela came in on fire and showed us why she was a favourite going into the Arnold Classic. Angela probably came in the most conditioned out of all of the competitors. Her abs were so incredibly defined, and as Janet said, she has one of the most unique glutes in all of the divisions, which I would say gives her a bit of an edge. She is a taller competitor, so she really stood out on stage with her amazing silhouette. I would say that Angela is looking pretty solid right now in that first place position, and that she looks even better than she did at Olympia, where she placed second after Francielli. I definitely believe she's a front runner to take out this show. Sunny Andrews was also in that first call out, and wow, just wow. She had some of the most muscle mass for her frame, and that really stood out, particularly in her quads and glutes. In her rear shot, you could actually see her quads popping out. It was so evident the amount of muscle mass she holds. She was also very conditioned, and everything was so well defined. After prejudging, Sunny is currently gunning for that 3rd or 4th position with Julia, and it'll be super interesting to see how it plays out. And let's remember, it's not over yet, guys. Anything can happen. Cassandra was another competitor who they looked at those first call-outs, and I was really impressed. She's currently pushing for that 5th spot, but only time will tell what her final placings will be just in a few short hours' time. Both her upper and lower body development was exceptional, providing a really nice taper, and the definition she presented was outstanding. Right now, it looks like Cassandra will be battling it out to make that top 5. Guys, how exciting is this? Now, Cassandra hails out of Canada, and what I really like about her body is that it really fills out her frame. I would even go as far as saying that she could potentially be one of the most muscularly developed wellness athletes. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please let me know your thoughts on the first ever wellness prejudging at the Arnold Classic. And who do you think will take home the title? Do you think things will go down differently at finals? Or do you believe it will remain pretty much the same as prejudging? Also, do you think Yarishna can crack back into that top 3 or 4, or will it be too hard? I am so impressed by all of these wellness competitors. They have really put on a magnificent show. Please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. I will be doing a recap video after the wellness finals and will announce the winner. Over and out from Bikini Nation.